Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on our channel Immortal News. Today we'll be presenting a list of famous celebrities who have passed away, with announcements of their passing made in the last 24 hours. As always, we have special tributes in our Today's Top Headlines section. Before we proceed, we kindly ask for your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Let's begin. Thank you. Number 7. Annabelle Giles, a versatile talent with a compassionate heart. Annabelle Giles, a renowned British television and radio presenter, passed away at the age of 64 on November 20th at Martlett's Hospice in Hove, following a diagnosis of a brain tumor in July 2023. Giles was a multi-talented personality known for her work as a counselor, psychotherapist, model, actress, and novelist. Giles's early life was marked by a rebellious spirit, leading to her expulsion from boarding school at 16. She initially trained and worked as a secretary in advertising agencies. Her foray into modeling was serendipitous. After being photographed during a cosmetic shoot, she was signed by Models 1 and became the face of Max Factor. Her media career took off in the 1990s, with notable appearances on shows like Razzmatazz, Night Network, and as a co-presenter of ITV's Posh Frocks and New Trousers. Giles became a popular figure on various entertainment and game shows, including Have I Got News for You and Shooting Stars. She was a regular panelist on Through the Keyhole, BBC Radio 4's Loose Ends, and even guest starred on Just a Minute. Giles's creative talents were further showcased in her writing. Her first novel, Birthday Girls, was a bestseller, reaching number 6 on the charts in 2001. She followed this success with Crossing the Paradise Line and The Defrosting of Charlotte Small. Giles married Midge Ure, lead singer of Ultravox, and they had a daughter, Molly McQueen. She also had a son, Ted, who was diagnosed with XYY syndrome and Asperger syndrome. Her personal experiences and challenges as a mother of a child with special needs inspired her to become a vocal advocate for educational support. Giles's life was a testament to her diverse talents and her compassionate nature. She remains a beloved figure, remembered for her contributions to television, literature, and her advocacy work. Tribute to Annabelle Giles. Number 6. Mars Williams, a versatile force in jazz and rock music. Mars Williams, an American jazz and rock saxophonist, passed away on November 20th at the age of 68 due to ampullary cancer. His musical journey was marked by versatility and innovation, blending genres and styles with ease. Williams' early exposure to swing and Dixieland jazz, influenced by his trumpeter father, laid the foundation for his diverse musical career. Originally a classical clarinetist, he switched to saxophone in high school, inspired by jazz legends like Eric Dolphy, John Coltrane, and Charlie Parker. His formal music education included time at DePaul University and courses from the Association for the Advancement of Creative Musicians, where he studied under Anthony Braxton and Roscoe Mitchell. Williams' versatility as a musician, orchestrator, and arranger shone through his various collaborations. He was a member of the American New Wave band, The Waitresses, from 1980 to 1983, and played a pivotal role in the British post-punk band, The Psychedelic Furs, from 1983 to 1989, rejoining in 2005 until his death. His stint with the Psychedelic Furs began as a temporary replacement for touring saxophonist Gary Window and evolved into a permanent and influential role. Apart from his band involvements, Williams's career was marked by collaborations with diverse artists such as Billy Idol, The Power Station, Billy Squier, Massacre, Ministry, Dee Warzow, and the Ike Riley assassination. He even performed with rock legends Rick Danko and Bill Kreutzmann in ad hoc ensembles. A key figure in the Chicago improvisational jazz scene, Williams led and was part of several jazz groups including the Grammy-nominated Liquid Soul and Hal Russell's NRG Ensemble. He also contributed to the Peter Brotzmann Tentet, the Vandermark Five, and Extraordinary Popular Delusions. Mars Williams's contribution to both jazz and rock music, with his unique blend of styles and passion for improvisation, leaves a lasting legacy in the music world. Tribute to Mars Williams. Number 5. Willie Hernandez. A storied baseball icon and World Series champion Willie Hernandez, an exceptional talent in Major League Baseball and a pivotal figure in the Detroit Tigers' historic success, passed away on November 20th at the age of 69. His remarkable journey in baseball was marked by outstanding achievements and memorable moments, leaving an indelible mark on the sport. Hernandez's 1984 season with the World Series winning Detroit Tigers was nothing short of legendary. He not only clinched the Cy Young Award but also earned the distinction of being the American League MVP. His MVP title placed him in an elite group of relievers to receive this honor, alongside Jim Constanti, Raleigh Fingers, and Dennis Eckersley. That year, Hernandez demonstrated his exceptional skills by appearing in 80 games, achieving a stellar 1.92 ERA and securing 32 saves. The Tigers had acquired Hernandez in a pivotal move from the Philadelphia Phillies just before the 1984 season, a decision that proved to be a game-changer for the team. Prior to his stint with the Phillies, Hernandez made his mark with the Chicago Cubs, where he debuted in the MLB in 1977. Though his last MLB appearance was with Detroit in 1989, Hernandez attempted comebacks with several teams, including the Phillies, Athletics, and Yankees. Hernandez's career statistics are a testament to his prowess on the mound. He retired with an impressive 3.38 career ERA, participated in 744 games, and amassed 147 saves. Off the field, he encountered health challenges, having a pacemaker implanted in 2009. A native of Puerto Rico, Hernandez began his journey in professional baseball when he signed with the Phillies as an amateur free agent at 18. His impact on the game, particularly during his MVP season, remains a highlight in the annals of baseball history. Tribute to Willie Hernandez. Number 4. Jenny Appleford, an inspiring journey of bravery and transparency. Jenny Appleford, affectionately known by her followers as Jenny Apple, passed away on November 5th, leaving behind a powerful legacy as a YouTube mommy blogger and influencer. Her journey, marked by courage and openness, resonated with many around the world. Appleford's blogging journey began in 2015, coinciding with the birth of her first child. Her early posts revolved around the joys and challenges of motherhood, expanding to include her experiences with her second child in 2019. She also shared insights into her vegan lifestyle, offering tips for enjoying vegan food both at home and while dining out. In a poignant turn in 2021, Appleford revealed her diagnosis of inoperable stage 3 lung cancer. This announcement marked a shift in her blogging, as she courageously shared the intimate details of her battle with the disease. Her transparency and vulnerability were captured in a heart-rending video, where she and her family discussed her terminal diagnosis with their young children. This video touched hearts worldwide, going viral for its raw and honest portrayal of a family grappling with the unimaginable. Jenny Appleford's legacy is one of strength, authenticity, and the power of sharing one's story. She inspired many through her unwavering spirit and the close-knit bond with her family. Her influence as a blogger extended beyond typical lifestyle content, as she bravely documented her journey with cancer, leaving an indelible mark on her followers and the wider online community. Tribute to Jenny Appleford. Number 3. John Walsh, a stalwart of Massachusetts politics. John Walsh, a prominent American political consultant and campaign manager, passed away under hospice care on November 20th at the age of 65, following a battle with stomach cancer. Born on April 14, 1958 in Brockton Hospital, Massachusetts, Walsh grew up in Abington as the second of three siblings to Irish immigrant parents. His father worked as a janitor and landscaper, while his mother was a nurse's aide. Walsh, a graduate of Cardinal Spellman High School and Princeton University, where he was an offensive lineman for the Tigers football team, carved a significant path in the political landscape of Massachusetts. After college, he ventured into the insurance business before delving into politics. Walsh's political journey began with his involvement in local campaigns and his election to the Abington Board of Selectmen at just 26. His notable contributions include managing Deval Patrick's victorious 2006 Massachusetts gubernatorial campaign and Ed Markey's successful 2020 U.S. Senate re-election campaign. His astute political strategies were recognized nationally, influencing larger campaigns, including Barack Obama's presidential bid. Walsh played a critical role in steering the party through various electoral challenges and successes. He was instrumental in the grassroots campaigns that led to significant Democratic wins in Massachusetts, including the elections of Elizabeth Warren and Edward Markey. Walsh's expertise extended beyond campaign management. In 2015, he founded Walsh Strategies, offering political consulting services. His commitment to progressive politics was further evidenced by his role in establishing the Reason to Believe PAC. Walsh is survived by his wife, Donna Akins, and their son, Coleman. His legacy in Massachusetts politics will be remembered for his dedication to nurturing grassroots movements and shaping successful political campaigns. Tribute to John Walsh. Number 2. Herbert Gold, a stalwart of San Francisco's literary scene. Herbert Gold, a prominent American novelist and a key figure in San Francisco's literary community, passed away at his home in the city's Russian Hill neighborhood on November 19th at the age of 99. Born on March 9, 1924 in Lakewood, Ohio, Gold's early exposure to literature led him to New York City at 17. He quickly became part of the Beat generation, forming a lifelong bond with Allen Ginsberg. Gold interrupted his studies at Columbia University to serve in the U.S. Army during World War II. He graduated with a BA in 1946 and an MA in 1948. A Fulbright scholarship took him to Paris, kickstarting his career as a novelist. His notable works include Birth of a Hero, which reflected his Ohio upbringing. After marrying Edith Zubrin and later Melissa Dilworth, Gold settled in San Francisco, becoming a fixture in its literary scene. He taught English literature at Cornell University, succeeding Vladimir Nabokov in 1958. Despite his association with the Beat generation, Gold didn't see himself as part of this group. Gold's life was marked by a blend of travels and prolific writing, contributing significantly to the American literary landscape. His final work, Fathers versus Sons, is set for posthumous release on his would-be 100th birthday in 2024. Gold's departure marks the end of an era, leaving a lasting impact on the literary world. Tribute to Herbert Gold. Today's top headlines. News 1. The football community is mourning the tragic loss of Wiris, a former player of Fluminense's under-23 team who passed away following a car accident near Juiz de Fora in Brazil. The 23-year-old's promising career was cut short by this unfortunate event. Wiris had been playing for Paracatu, a team in Minas Gerais' second division, from July to October this year, after his tenure with the Rio de Janeiro-based club. Wiris was part of Fluminense's under-23 squad in 2021 and 2022, and had even trained with the club's senior team. He joined Fluminense in February 2021, following a stint with Loko Plovdiv in Bulgaria. During his time with Fluminense, he played 14 matches for the under-23 team, which was disbanded this year. Fluminense expressed their condolences on social media, stating, "We received with great sorrow the news of the passing of midfielder Wiris, who defended our under-23 team between 2021 and 2022. We wish a lot of strength to his family and friends in such a difficult time. News 2. Woman aged in her 70s tragically lost her life after an accident at Robbie Williams' concert in Sydney last Thursday. The incident occurred at Allianz Stadium, where the woman fell 6 rows of seats, sustaining severe head injuries. Despite being rushed to the hospital and placed in an induced coma, she sadly passed away on Tuesday. The British pop star, currently on his Australian exclusive tour, has not yet made a statement regarding the accident. The incident happened as the audience was exiting the stadium after the concert's conclusion. According to a stadium spokesperson, the woman attempted to step over rows of seats instead of using the stairs, leading to her fatal fall. The spokesperson conveyed deep condolences to the woman's family. This news comes in the wake of another concert tragedy, where a 23-year-old fan died at a Taylor Swift show in Rio de Janeiro due to cardiac arrest after collapsing in the heat. Taylor Swift expressed her devastation over this incident on social media, highlighting the importance of safety and care at large events. News 3. Colorado plastic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey Kim received a mere 15-day jail sentence after a botched surgery led to the death of 18-year-old Emeline Nguyen. Kim, 54, was found guilty of attempted reckless manslaughter and obstructing telephone services following a 2019 incident where Nguyen suffered a cardiac arrest during a breast augmentation procedure. Dr. Kim, who prohibited his staff from calling 911 for hours as Nguyen's condition worsened, will also serve 2 years of probation, pay around $70,000 in fines, and complete 120 hours of community service. The Colorado Medical Board has suspended Kim's license indefinitely. The tragedy unfolded when nurse anesthetist Rex Meeker administered 7 times the necessary amount of fentanyl, causing Nguyen to go into cardiac arrest. Despite the urgent situation, Kim delayed emergency services, leading to Nguyen's prolonged coma and eventual death. The case has raised questions about medical ethics and the consequences of medical negligence, leaving the community and Nguyen's family grappling with the loss of a young life and the leniency of the sentencing. News 4. East Lyme community mourns the loss of Ron Rando, a well-known Second Amendment advocate and owner of Ron's Guns. Rando, 87, passed away on November 19th after battling lung issues and other health problems. His son, Ed Rando, shared that his father died at his home, across from his beloved gun shop. Ron's Guns, a local landmark, was opened by Rando in the early 1970s and has since been a central part of the East Lyme community. Known for his strong political views and unapologetic nature, Rando served 2 terms on the Board of Selectmen in the 1990s. Despite his abrasive exterior, he was recognized as a true friend with a good heart. Ron Rando leaves behind a legacy of staunch advocacy, community involvement, and a family-run business that continues to thrive. His passing marks the end of an era in East Lyme, leaving a memorable imprint on the town. Number 1. Ted Hopkins, a football icon and pioneering businessman. Ted Hopkins, an iconic Australian rules footballer, businessman, and writer, left a memorable mark in the world of sports and beyond. He passed away, leaving behind his child, Erica Hopkins. Hopkins was celebrated for his extraordinary performance in the 1970 VFL Grand Final and his subsequent achievements in business and media. Hopkins, hailing from Moe, played 29 senior games as a small rover for the Carlton Football Club. His football career reached its zenith during the 1970 VFL Grand Final. Starting on the bench, Hopkins replaced Bert Thornley as the 19th man at halftime. In a stunning display, he scored 4 goals, including 3 in a critical 15-minute period, turning the game on its head and erasing Collingwood's 44-point halftime lead. This performance was pivotal in Carlton's ultimate 10-point victory. Post his legendary grand final game, Hopkins played only 1 more match before retiring to pursue other interests. His career tally stood at 10 goals, but his impact on the field was far greater than numbers suggest. Beyond football, Hopkins carved out a successful career as a writer, journalist, publisher, and radio presenter. He authored several pieces of fiction and poetry, contributing significantly to the literary world. His final project, Ted Sport, focused on high-performance sports analysis, showcasing his enduring passion for sports and innovation. Hopkins was also a pioneering businessman, co-founding Champion Books, the Backyard Press printing cooperative, and Champion Data. The latter, a sports statistics firm, emphasized Australian rules football and reflected his lifelong dedication to the sport. Ted Hopkins's legacy spans across sports, business, and media, remembered not just for a historic game, but also for his multifaceted contributions to Australian culture. Tribute to Ted Hopkins.